Hey guys, it's me again. So today is October 29th of 2020. Um, October 29th of 2017, I had the worst migraine of my entire life. Right now it's 12:15, and at this time I was in the ER at St. Agnes with excruciating pain, or I was being driven to the ER with excruciating pain. So, this is first story time that I will have on this channel. And since we are on the 3-year anniversary of this migraine, why not be today? So, um, so it was a Sunday morning. Me and my ex went to church. I was working for the church, and I was doing my daily thing. Me and my ex were fighting at church. I was setting things up for coffee and the fellowship hour, and we were in the kitchen fighting. No one came in, thankfully, but that stressed me out. And the pain came slowly but surely. And the fellowship hour happened. The pain got worse and worse and worse, and I was working. I was running back and forth to the kitchen, to the fellowship hall, to the kitchen, to the fellowship hall, with new cups and trying to refill the coffee and whatnot. And the pain got worse and worse and worse. I did not have sumatriptan with me, and I asked my ex, who was my girlfriend at the time, to go back to our apartment and get sumatriptan. And it took her a total of an hour to go get it because we lived kind of far away from the church. I should have gone with her, but I was working. The one of the helpers that was helping me said that I looked pretty bad and that I should sit down, and I did not sit down. But then I finally gave in. So, and the pain got worse and worse and worse. My ex came back, and she gave me sumatriptan, and I said, I cannot continue. I'm sitting down. I still can't continue. Let's go back to the apartment. I need a rest. So we go back to the apartment, and the migraine's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's to the point that light sensitivity is becoming a thing because it is bright outside. It is absolutely bright. And I lay down on the bed with the shades drawn, and I was just in pain. And of course, with my ex being there, I tended to be open with her about things, and I express myself with her. If I'm in pain, I'll show it to her. With my parents and whatnot, I do not show pain. I will say, I am in pain, but I don't show them how much pain I'm in. With her, I show her how much pain I'm in. I think that might have exacerbated the pain. And I'm walking around. I'm bashing into fucking doors and whatnot. I'm smoking a cigarette and I'm just bashing into the doors, just not knowing where the hell I'm walking. And she says, "Let's go to the ER." And I'm like, no. Then I finally gave in. So we're driving to the ER. And before we got out of the apartment complex, I threw up. And the pain got so intense on the way there, on Herndon. This is the first time that this has ever happened. I start talking in riddles. Not riddles, but like poems, for God's sakes. Like, I start saying, like, "Where is thy exorcist? I need this demon out of me." And saying words like "thy," not "thee," but, or like, not like, not give me my last rites, but give me thy last rites, or some weird shit. And just, I was freaking out. I was crying in the car. I was freaking out. I was hyperventilating, and I was just freaking out. And we got to the hospital, and I was throwing up. I was not doing well. I threw up on myself, because there's not much to carry the vomit. And the term poetic pain, I use poetic pain as the top of the list when it comes to pain. Like, there's like bad pain, very bad pain, severe pain, excruciating pain, now poetic pain. Poetic pain is when I start talking in fucking poems. Like, oh my god, I don't know how to explain it. Just like, I turn into a primitive, I'm not sure how to explain it. It's really weird. It's my mind checking out. It's like, I'm not gonna survive this, and let's resort to the most primitive thing. Of course, exorcisms are not real, so let's pretend, or let's think what's inside my head is a demon, and not like an actual neurological disorder. Let's think it's a demon. So this very primitive thought there. That's a perfect way to explain it. So but on the way there, my ex was freaking out. She did not know what was going on with me. For the first time in my life, I did not know what the hell was going on with me. I did not know if I was having an aneurysm or what the hell was going on with me. I did not know. I've had really bad migraines before, but this was on a different level. This one was worse than my first migraine, by far. That's why I was saying, where is thy exorcist? Read me thy last rites, or some shit like that. I was freaking out. I will say, if my mom saw me that day, she would have cried so hard. She would be distraught. Thank God she did not. Thank God she was not there. But yeah, so we got to the ER at St. Agnes, and I was in so much pain, and there was a person that offered a chair, like a wheelchair, and I said yeah, or my ex said yeah, give him a chair and whatnot. So they wheeled me into the ER, and it threw up all over me, or on my pants, I should say. And I was just, the thing about me, I keep to myself in public. I have social anxiety disorder, which means I keep to myself in public. I do not make a scene. I do not do anything. I do not talk. I have a stutter. I do not do anything. I was bawling. I was crying my eyes out. I was throwing up. I was doing everything that would make a scene. Last time I cried in public, this was when I was 26 years old. Last time I cried in public was when I was 10 years old. That's saying something. So, with the scene, with me making the scene, the people in front of me saw this and they said, "Let him go in front of us. Let this person in so much pain go in front of us. This guy clearly needs it more than us." So we go to the up in front of the line, and my ex tells him what's going on. And hold on for just a minute, guys. I'll be right back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Yeah, so she tells the person who I am and why I'm there and whatnot. So when we were waiting for the triage, this is, I think, the first time this has happened. But I'm not sure. This migraine might have classified as a cluster headache. I'm not sure. And I say that because the pain was, again, on a completely different level. With that said, we were waiting to get my name called, and of course I was throwing up, and they gave me a little blue throw up bag. Okay, so let me try to imagine how I was feeling with my eyes shut. So pain would get worse and worse and worse and worse, and I'd throw up. Then the pain would go down a bit, but very, very severe pain, but it'd go down very little. Then it would go back up really bad, then I'd throw up. Then it'd go from a 10 to a 9.9. Then you go up back to a 10, I'd throw up, go back to 9.9. Then back to a 10, I'd throw up. The higher the pain was, it made me throw up. And that happened almost the entire time that we were waiting. So they called me back at triage, and my ex talked for me, and the doctors saw me and yeah, this guy's pretty fucked up right now. Holy shit. And he said, I forgot what he said, but he said, has this happened before? And I said, yeah, but not like this. So they got me back to the waiting room, and they waited. They made me wait more. First, I'm in excruciating pain, and they they finally called me back.